Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to this class in which we'll talk about the sizing of Solution Manager. Okay, for sizing we need to go to this URL called it's service.sap.com/sizing-solman. Okay, so once you go to this site, the moment you click this site, it will give you a file to download. Okay, so this is the file name that need to be downloaded. We can just save that file. Okay, so once we save this file, you can just click on save and the file will be saved. Okay, so now once the file download is complete, okay, so this is a zip file and let's extract this particular zip file. Okay, so let's run this, and here you can see that this zip file contains the following files with it. There is a readme file. Okay, so it's input data collection file. Okay, and you have sizing guide and the sizing application. Okay, so let's run this particular application. For running the application, what you need to do is you need to double click this application. Okay, so on double clicking the application will start and it will ask for the different inputs for sizing. Okay, so what type of inputs? So here you can see that this is a Solution Manager sizing toolkit, and let's continue with this. You can see that you have SAP Solution Manager sizing toolkit, and let's get started with giving the inputs for sizing for landscape description. Okay, so you will be presented with this particular screen, this particular spreadsheet which has the data collection piece. Basically it will collect the information related to what is your landscape, what are the different managed systems you want to connect to Solution Manager. So based on that, the sizing will increase because you will be monitoring or managing more components, more systems from this Solution Manager. Okay, so let's select the product. Okay, so let's select any of these products. Okay, so we have selected Adobe DS. Number of systems is 20. Landscape type. Okay, let's select the landscape type. So this is for, you can see this is the distribution. Let's select the second product that we are going to manage. How many users? Okay, let's select the Duet. Okay, so we have Adobe, BW and Duet. So these are the three things, and let's generate the landscape details. Okay, click on enter, and next let's go to the landscape details. Okay, now we have given the inputs. This is the input phase, what type of landscape you are going to monitor. Now input phase, so input phase you can see that different SIDs, different products and their volume and other information. So let's click on enter and straight away click on the sizing recommendation. So it will give you the, here you can see system component, what is the size and CPU and RAM. Okay, so for introscope you need these are the different components for Wiley introscope and different. So in total you can see that this is the size that is required for a Solution Manager system. So disk space is this much GB of disk space, this much GB of SAPs. SAP sizing normally is calculated in a unit called SAPs. Okay, so based on this unit you can find out what is the requirement. So CPU is, we have seen, RAM is, we are seeing 14 gig of RAM. Okay, so that is for first scenario. Okay, now sizing repartition depending on the load. Okay, and depending on the database growth. So let's do a resizing now, as the database is grown and we want to add another functionality or additional functionality in Solution Manager, like we want to activate service desk, we want to activate charm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so here you can see that there is a change. Okay, so let's go back and let's say for example I select everything. See the change in the size. Okay, so that's how we collect the sizing based on the landscape based on the different components which is required to be set up in Solution Manager. Okay, so now say for example, if there is another component that we need to add, another product like Business by Design, so let's add that. Okay, and let's click on yes. Okay, and it will take us to the landscape details. Okay, say for example, from medium they have become extra large after some time, so how the sizing will change. Okay, update from landscape details. Okay, and just click on enter and it will take you to this page. Okay, so that's what pretty much I wanted to cover in this particular topic, basically giving you the information about how to calculate the sizing of Solution Manager. Solution Manager size depends on the different systems in your landscape that you want to connect and monitor using Solution Manager, and as the size of those system increases, size of Solution Manager increase as well. So once you size the system, say for example today you have done the sizing for a system, after 6 months there will be a different size requirement, so you need to decide you want to size it for 2 years, 3 years, and based on that you need to find out what will be the size of your dependent systems like managed systems, and accordingly you can design your Solution Manager. Okay, so that is pretty much I wanted to cover in this particular training session. Thank you for joining and have a nice day. Bye bye.